Hello again, everybody. This is Elizabeth Knudsen. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you love Bath & Body Works products, especially 3-wick candles, then I would love it if you subscribed to my channel and hit the notification bell so that you always know when I've uploaded a new candle review video. In today's video, I'm going to be going over the different candles that I got during the Candle Day / Candle Weekend 2020. Last year was a little different because of the pandemic. They extended the normally one-day candle sale to the 3-day weekend, so I actually had a couple of opportunities to go and shop this sale, hence why I have 24 candles from my haul. So in today's video, we are going to be diving in each and every one of these different fragrances and why I love them and decided to buy them and add them to my 3-wick candle collection. So without further ado, let's dive into our first fragrance. Alright, so the first candle that I want to touch base on is Chocolate Grams. When I first heard that this candle was coming out, I instantly thought, oh my goodness, we are getting a s'mores candle finally. And this one did not disappoint with the chocolate fragrance. It is really chocolatey. Some people have compared this candle to hot cocoa and cream, but I think that there are some distinct differences between the two. So let's jump into the label and the fragrance notes of Chocolate Grams. As you can see on this label, there are cute ornaments and snowflakes, just bringing you into that Christmas holiday spirit. And it was so fitting that this came out around Candle Day, right in the middle of December. And so the fragrance notes of Chocolate Grams are milk chocolate, graham cracker, caramel swirl, and vanilla extract. When I smelled this candle for the first time, I could instantly pick up on the chocolate and particularly the caramel fragrance notes, not so much the others, but all in all, a great candle if you're into sweet, chocolatey fragrances. Next up, we have Mary Madeline Cookie. Again, with the label, we have sort of those Christmas elements with the bells and the snowflakes. And one of the reasons why I wanted to add Mary Madeline Cookie to my candle collection is because of the orange fragrance note that is found in this particular candle. So if we take a look at the fragrance notes for Mary Madeline Cookie, we have Baked Madeline Cookie, oh wow, shocker there, a spiced almond, sweet orange, and toasted coconut with essential oils. And so I picked this candle up and it sort of has a light orange fragrance to it and a little bit of hint of that baked cookie as well, which is why I loved this one and had to add it to my collection. Next up, we have Peppermint Sugar Cookie. If you have not already gathered by now, there is a pattern here. There is a method to my madness. I love just about anything that is food, baked goods, or just yummy related, and Peppermint Sugar Cookie was no exception. This is actually one of the more popular candles that me and my best friend thought we were not going to be able to get our hands on just because it was so popular. But I was so glad when I was able to get one of these during Candle Day, Candle Weekend. And as you can see on the label, this also has sort of a holiday theme to it with the snowflakes, and the mint colors really complements the fragrances in this particular candle with the peppermint fragrance note. So, taking a look at the fragrance notes, we have crushed peppermint, vanilla extract, creamy butter, and soft sugar cookies with essential oils. Yummy. And of course you can't have delicious cookies without butter, so of course I was really surprised to see that fragrance note in there. But all in all, a really nice light peppermint fragrance with that baked goods undertone makes a lovely candle to add to your collection. Here we have a familiar face for those of you who may have seen my Blueberry Maple Pancakes candle review, but I actually decided to swap out that particular label for this one. This is Blueberry Maple Pancakes that came out with the fall candle line, and I just love that cute little fox with the stack of pancakes on the label. and the blueberries, so I just had to get this candle when I spotted it in one of the Bath & Body Works stores that I went to. And so the label does go all the way around, and it is just gorgeous. I love the pancakes and the pumpkins and the blueberries. It's just so beautiful. Looking at the fragrance notes of blueberry maple pancakes, we have wild blueberries, griddle fresh pancakes, warm maple syrup with essential oils. And this one definitely lives up to its name. It smells just like a stack of pancakes. The next candle is Pineapple Mango. This is an original candle that I absolutely adore. It is one of the first candles that I was introduced to when I first started collecting 3-wick candles, and I just love the scent of pineapple mango. And so when I saw this particular label, I decided to grab it because this was actually an online only exclusive, and I was very surprised when I saw it available for purchase in the store. Looking at the label, it reminds me so much of like a sunset at the beach. It is so beautiful with those oranges and yellows and even the dark browns, just accentuating, I'm guessing, what would be some mountains or some sand dunes. And then you've got the little sunbeam there. It's just an all in all very beautiful candle. The fragrance notes of Pineapple Mango are fresh pineapple juice, mango, wow, I would have never guessed, vine ripened raspberry with essential oils. Now that raspberry fragrance note does throw me off a little bit because I don't get anything like that. It's more like the name suggests. It is straight up pineapple mango. It reminds me a lot of a delicious fruit smoothie. Next up on our list, we have Sunshine and Daffodils. I was very surprised to find this particular candle in a Bath & Body Works store simply because I knew that this was going to be one of the candles for the later spring release, and when I saw it, I knew I had to get it. So Sunshine and Daffodils is a floral scented candle, and as you can see with the lovely floral print on the candle with the white background, which extends the length of the candle label. It's pretty simple, but at the same time very beautiful. I love the reflective yellow here in the label itself by the name. Looking at the fragrance notes of Sunshine and Daffodils, we have sunny daffodils, bright citrus, and luscious greens with essential oils. I'm not entirely sure what luscious greens is supposed to smell like, but as far as the citrusy and the really bright floral fragrance, this is what you can expect from Sunshine and Daffodils. The next candle that I want to talk about is 'Tis the Season. I fell in love with this particular label of 'Tis the Season, as well as a few other fragrances that we're going to dive into next, just because of the beautiful deers and the little snowflakes and starry nights and how sparkly and silvery each and every one of the labels were. This particular fragrance was actually part of the Black Friday box, and so I was really hoping that I would be able to get this during Candle Day, and was very surprised to find one. They did not have very many of these at the one store that I went to, and at the others I actually wasn't able to find it at all. So I got extremely lucky because I had no interest whatsoever in buying the Black Friday box. So 'Tis the Season is a classic. This is one that Bath & Body Works has released in the past. The label does not go all the way around the candle. It's just stuck there on the front, but I think it is just so cute with those deers and the sparkly silver. Looking at the fragrance notes of 'Tis the Season, we have rich red apple, sweet cinnamon, and cedarwood. I did think it was a very cute label. It is a pretty signature fragrance when it comes to Bath & Body Works scents, especially around the holidays, so I knew I had to get it and add it to my collection. Next up, we have Vanilla Bean Noel. I absolutely love the Vanilla Bean Noel body care. This is also another one of those fragrances that tends to pop up each year around the holiday season. And so when I saw this particular label of the candle, I knew I had to get it. I have not had a chance to get Vanilla Bean Noel and add it to my collection. And so when I saw it with those deers again, with the sparkly stars and snowflakes, I said yes. Oh, and look, it has a squirrel on this one, even better. I absolutely love the dark green candle wax as well. That's always a plus. And so the fragrance notes for Vanilla Bean Noel are vanilla bean, marshmallow fluff, and vanilla cake with essential oils. Oh my goodness. Anything that says it has cake in it, you know I'm going to be down for. But yes, all in all, I really love the light vanilla fragrance that comes from this particular candle, and because of its colored wax, I think this is going to be a performer on my lamp warmer when I heat it up later. Again, we have another lovely deer candle. This time it is hot cocoa and cream. Now, I have had a hot cocoa and cream candle to my collection, but again, I had to swap it out for this particular one, again, because of the cute deer. Look at this one. He is wearing a Santa hat. That is just precious. And again, it has sort of that sparkly landscape and the trees, and it's just so pretty, and I love it. Again, we've got a colored wax, so it's that nice brown wax color. And the fragrance notes for hot cocoa and cream are decadent, milk chocolate, fresh steamed milk, and mini marshmallows with essential oils. It smells just like it sounds. This smells just like a nice hot cup of hot chocolate with some marshmallows on top. Well, what do we have here? Looks like another deer candle. You guessed it. All in all, I got 6 of these bad boys, and here is cinnamon and clove buds. Look at these deers, y'all. Oh my gosh, they're so pretty. It's such a cute label. Cinnamon and clove buds reminded me a lot of the holiday candle in that it reminds me a lot of Big Red Gum. It's got that really strong cinnamon fragrance and a couple others. So looking at the fragrance notes, we've got cinnamon leaf, clove bud, and ground nutmeg with essential oils. I'm going to run over and look at my holiday candle and see what the fragrance notes are on that. Be right back. So I have my holiday candle here that I got from Candle Day 2019, and looking at the fragrance notes on this, I do see why there are some similarities between the two, because we've got some red cinnamon stick, Christmas clove buds, and ground nutmeg. So it's almost verbatim the same 3 fragrance notes, but with different descriptors. But this one has a llama on it with presents, which is so cute. I have a shirt which looks sort of similar to this. This one has deers on it, so regardless of the different names, it is sort of the same fragrance, but I love both of them just the same. Next up, we have Snowy Peach Berry. This particular fragrance is a new one to me, and I think it is a new one that Bath & Body Works introduced this past Christmas season. And so when I read the name, I knew that I would be interested in smelling it because I love peaches and I love berries. Again, also the deer label was very appealing to me as well because it's just so gorgeous. So let's take a look at the fragrance notes. We have sweet peaches, tart cranberry, and sugared musk with essential oils. And so when I smelled this candle for the first time, I got more of a light peach fragrance, a little bit of the cranberry, not so much the sugared musk. And comparing it to peach Bellini, I think peach Bellini is more of a stronger peach fragrance than this. I really like how subdued this one is. It's more of a lighter, cleaner fragrance and not so much overpowering you with that fruitiness of a peach that comes with peach Bellini. So this is why I love Snowy Peach Berry. It is so beautiful. It is such a new way of looking at the peach fragrance overall, and I just love it. Okay, this is the last time I'm going to bombard you with deers, at least for a little while. But the last candle in that particular collection is Winter Candy Apple. Again, this is one of those fragrances that has been around for a while. I usually see this just about every year. Bath & Body Works puts this out. And we have the beautiful Deer sparkly label, and I just love this collection. It is so pretty. And we also have colored wax, which I'm such a huge fan of. Looking at the fragrance notes of Winter Candy Apple, we have candied apples, crisp pears, and oranges with essential oils. Now the apple fragrance on this one does sort of take the lead as opposed to those other two, but all in all, it's such a lovely smelling candle, especially around the holidays. Okay, now for my candle collection, I usually have a pretty strict rule where I don't double up on fragrances. One, because I just don't have the space to have that many candles. Two, I don't burn any of my candles, so it's not like I need to stock up on my favorites because they usually stick around for a while because I like to melt them instead. But I had a little bit of a change of heart with this past Candle Day, Candle Weekend event because I concluded that I do have a favorite, but don't let the other ones hear it. And I think I may have even said this in my particular review of this candle. It is Island Margarita. I am in love with this fragrance, and so I said, you know what? I'm going to start collecting different labels of this particular fragrance just to see how many are out there, and because I can officially recognize it as my favorite scent that Bath & Body Works has come out with so far. So here I have a pretty standard White Barn label with Island Margarita. Nothing special about the wax color. It is sort of just a nice light lime green color. And the fragrance notes for Island Margarita are sweet mandarin, island mango, and sea salt with essential oils. Another reason why I wanted to collect multiple versions of Island Margarita was to see if Bath & Body Works be playing around with the fragrance notes. And from what I can tell, that one matches up pretty good with the Island Margarita that I currently have in my collection. Alright, next we have Hot Buttered Rum. This is a candle that was around during Candle Day 2019. I wasn't really impressed by the label back then, but this year I knew that I just had to get my hands on it, and I was so glad that I was able to. Hot Buttered Rum for this particular label. It looks like we've got an upside down wine glass, or perhaps it's supposed to be a wine bottle. We have the sparkly stars and the beautiful yellow pattern which wraps around the length of the candle. Nothing too special about the wax color. It is just a light yellow color, but not really as deep as some of the other candles that I've got. And the fragrance notes for Hot Buttered Rum are dark buttered rum, imagine that, warm caramel, mulling spice, and vanilla bourbon with essential oils. Now, I don't drink alcohol at all, so I have no idea if there is any similarities between the smell of this particular candle and the actual drink. But it does remind me of those butterscotch toffee candies that you get. I think they're called Werther's. That's what this candle reminds me of, and it smells delicious nonetheless. Alright, the next one in that particular collection is Cranberry, Pear, Bellini. And the reason why I loved this particular candle is because it reminded me a lot of Snowy Peach Berry, but instead of that peach fragrance, it has more of that pear fragrance as the main one. I just love the beautiful blue color of the background and the sparkling stars. It looks like we have a martini glass and just gets me in the spirit for New Year's. And nothing too special about the wax color, it's just a nice neutral white creamy color. The fragrance notes for Cranberry, Pear, Bellini are fizzy pear nectar, sparkling red cranberries, lush apricot, and tart black currant with essential oils. And so I feel that the pear and the cranberries are the two front runners fragrances for this particular candle, if that's something that you're interested in. Alright, next up we have Berry Spritzer from that particular candle collection, and I was a little up in the air about this fragrance just because when I smelled it for the first time, I thought, it's interesting. Do I love it? Do I hate it? And I was sort of neutral when it came to smelling it for the first time. My friend, however, she smelled it and she was just completely turned off. She says, "Oh my goodness, this smells awful. I don't want it." And so I was a little confused because usually she and I have the same taste when it comes to types of candles. We usually like the same things. And so when she didn't like this one, I was like, do I like it? I think the label won me over more than the actual fragrance, but over time I think I really did come to appreciate the fragrance of Berry Spritzer. So looking at the label, we have that beautiful blue design with those gorgeous sparkling stars. It really just reminds you of sparkling drinks. I think that was the effect that Bath & Body Works was going for here. And it looks like we've got a wine bottle as the main forefront. The wax color of this particular candle is like a light blue color. You can sort of see it through the bottom here. And the fragrance notes for Berry Spritzer are frozen juniper berries, fresh cranberries, cool peppermint, and black currant with essential oils. I think that the reason why my friend was turned off from this candle could be that mixture of the juniper berries and the black currant. That black currant in this particular candle is pretty strong. It's not super overbearing, at least in my opinion, but it is there, and normally I'm like her. I don't really like those masculine scents, but this one I think blended really nicely with those juniper berries and cranberries fragrance notes. Well, hi, Miss Island Margarita. I do believe we have met before. This is Island Margarita with a different label that came out with a different candle collection on Candle Weekend, and look at how cute it is. It has those slices, I'm guessing those are limes, with the beautiful reflective label, Island Margarita. The wax color is a nice light mint green color, and the fragrance notes have not changed. We've got sweet mandarin, island mango, and sea salt with essential oils, and that is one of my favorites right there. It's my favorite. We have a new fragrance called Cookies and Cream Milkshake. Oh my goodness, that sounds absolutely amazing, don't you think? I just love Oreos. Mix them up with some ice cream and I'm in heaven. So when I saw this, I said, very interesting. Might have to add this to my collection, and look where we are. And look, it even looks like they have little mini Oreos in the label itself. You know, they can't say that they're Oreos because, you know, trademark. Anyway, Cookies and Cream Milkshake, it's one of those newer fragrances that released during Candle Weekend. And taking a look at the fragrance notes, it is chocolate cookie crumbles, vanilla bean ice cream, and chocolate drizzle with essential oils. Now, a couple things that I heard regarding this particular candle is that it does have some similarities with both hot cocoa and cream and hot fudge sundae. However, I will say that the main difference between this candle and hot fudge sundae is those cookie crumbles. And you can definitely smell that when you're smelling this candle. It does smell like crumbled up Oreos, the vanilla fragrance as well. So that's the main difference between the two. We are down to our final row of 6. Can you believe? Can you believe that I actually managed to not only get through all of those candles, but to find a place to put them away safely on my candle shelf? Yeah, I know, it's a lot of work. Anyway, I digress. We are now looking at Pomegranate Lemonade. Now, while I'm not too big a fan about these White Barn labels, they're very simple, they're very clean. I loved this fragrance, and it's pretty plain. It's got that opaque purple jar, but looking at the fragrance notes, we have juicy pomegranate, zested lemons, and sugar crystals with essential oils. Now this one smells amazing. It reminds me so much of a fruity type lemonade drink that you would get at a restaurant, and it is very, very fruity. Now we are starting in with the Frosted Luminary Candle Collection. I told you that the deers would be back if you didn't believe me. We're gonna start off with Frosted Spearmint, and is that a lady riding on a reindeer? Might as well just say that's me, girl. I mean, I'm just in love with these deers, it might as well be me. Now the cool part about this collection is where you see the color here on the candle, when you actually either light it or put it under a lamp warmer, This actually glows through the jar, while this white color stays opaque. So it's like a little peekaboo window into the candle jar itself, and that's where it got its name, Frosted Luminary. It is so beautiful. But I just love the jar, even as it goes around on the opaque side with the white. We've got a little fox taking a peek at what's going on there, and then you have these beautiful snowflakes. And you can also see in some of the snowflakes, you've got sort of that peekaboo design as well, where once it's been lit, or if it's under a lamp warmer, that light is going to shine through these patterns and just make the whole candle jar glow. It's just so beautiful. This particular fragrance is Frosted Spearmint. And so looking at the fragrance notes, we have frozen apple, snow-capped mint, creamy sandalwood, and iced musk with essential oils. This reminded me a lot of just like a wintergreen mint. It is very minty and very clean smelling, which I do love clean fragrances, especially after getting my house in order. It just leaves me so satisfied to have a clean smelling house. So Frosted Spearmint, it just leaves you with that minty, fresh feeling, kind of like after you just finished brushing your teeth. It's just amazing, and it's so satisfying. Next up, we have Pink Fairy Gumdrop, and I absolutely love this scent as well. You know, I've been saying that about all of these, but you know, if I didn't love them, I wouldn't have bought them and added them to my collection, so deal with it. Anyway, Pink Fairy Gumdrop has a lot of similarities to the Be Mine candle, which released around Valentine's of 2020. And so this one has the beautiful pink luminary, and you've got the deers again, of course. You've got the reindeers pulling the sleigh across the little village, and it looks like there's a little mouse. That's cute, looking up at the reindeer and the sleigh. Looking around the outside of the candle, you've got another little mouse there on a present. That's cute. And then the snowflake design, which you saw in Frosted Spearmint, it's sort of got the same vibe going on here. Oh look, is that a fox or a raccoon? That's cute. I just love the little critters and how they hang out on some of these labels as well. So let's take a look at the fragrance notes for Pink Fairy Gumdrop. We have sparkling sugared berries, pink cotton candy, and a sprinkle of fairy dust with essential oils. Okay, Bath & Body Works, I see what you're doing with that third one there, because what is fairy dust supposed to even smell like, y'all? It's supposed to be like, this is a magical candle. Well, it's certainly magical. I think the reason why this one gets compared a lot to the Be Mine candle is because of that cotton candy fragrance note. Alright, so the next candle in our Frosted Fable Luminary collection, we have Merry Cookie, which this is another one of those fragrances that Bath & Body Works has put out before, and they decided to release again. Look at the label, y'all. It is a little fox, and he is frosting a gingerbread house. How could I not get this candle and add it to my collection? Now, I did have a Merry Cookie candle before, but I decided to swap it out with this one just because, I mean, how could I not? Looking at the label, we've got that beautiful snowflake design as well. You can see those little peekaboo pockets as we go around. And we've got the little critters on either side. There's another little fox. He's probably wishing he could be frosting the gingerbread house too, but his friend is taking up all the credit. Looking at the fragrance notes for Merry Cookie, we have fresh baked cookies, sparkling sugar crystals, and rich vanilla with essential oils. And this one smells just like it sounds. It smells just like a baking sugar cookie in the oven, and it smells absolutely delicious. So if you're into those yummy baked scents, this is one for you. All right, this is the final Island Margarita that I decided to get and add to my collection. And y'all, I'm just so disappointed with the label here. Look at how it is wrinkling. And I think that happened when the sales associate just kind of shoved this candle in the candle crate with the other ones that I bought. And so I'm debating on whether or not I'm going to exchange this one. It really depends if I can find another marble-like label, because look at this beautiful marble color that goes around the length of the candle. That's really the only defect that I noticed, and it definitely was not like that when I picked it up, because you know I am really picky when it comes to my candles looking really nice. So that that might be something I have to address at a later time. But let's take a look at these. What in the world is going on with this label down here? It looks like it had a label, and then the label got ripped up somehow, so they slapped another label on top. Oh, wow. My candle is really unique, y'all. But those fragrance notes are the same, it looks like. We've got sweet mandarin, island mango, and sea salt with essential oils. And dun da da da, we have reached the 24th candle, everybody. If you have made it this far, you're amazing. Give yourself a pat on the back. Thank you for dealing with me and my ramblings. But this is Linen Sheets. This is a newer candle. I'm not sure if Bath & Body Works has released this one before, but it has a beautiful blue and white marbled effect on the label that goes around the length of the candle. And the fragrance notes for Linen Sheets are fresh ocean air, anjou pear, violet petals, and warm vanilla with essential oils. Now, this particular fragrance reminds me so much of laundry detergent, which, you know, linen sheets, you know, you wash those, you hang them outside, and then just the picture of the white sheets on the clothesline flapping in the breeze. This is what I'm picturing mentally when I smell this candle. But it's a really clean and fresh scent, so if you're into that kind of stuff, this might be one for you. And that is the end of this Candle Day, Candle Weekend haul video. I hope you enjoyed watching it as much as I have enjoyed making it for you to watch. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to leave me a thumbs up, and if you want to see more videos like this one, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you always know when I've uploaded a new video to this channel. I also would love to hear your feedback on this new method of recording that I am experimenting with. So let me know if you prefer this voiceover style instead of the way that I have done my candle review videos, or if you miss my pretty face and you want to see me again, please be sure to let me know, and I will take all things into consideration as I prepare for my next candle review video. If you have any questions for me about any of the candle fragrances that I showed during this video, or if you have any suggestions about which candle I should do a candle review on for a future video, please do not hesitate to leave a comment below or reach out to me directly at one of the social media handles that is listed in the description box of this video. If you love Bath & Body Works products, especially 3-wick candles, then you should also consider joining our Facebook group called The Candle Cult of Bath & Body Works. If you do have a Facebook, we also have an Instagram group called @GhoulFriendsUnite. If you're interested in giving our page a follow, that would be awesome. And until next time, I will see you in the next video. Bye, everybody.